What if the same material that I'm using to build my house could also transform your garden soil? Today we're talking about hemp shiv. And yes, I am building a house out of hemp and lime called hempcrete, but this stuff is also great for your garden. So today we're going to talk about how you can use it in your garden to improve your soil and why it might be one of the most sustainable, versatile materials that you've probably never considered using in your garden or to build your house with. And hi, if you're new here, I am Jackie. If you're interested in regenerative gardening and natural building, please consider subscribing, as I'd love to have you along on this crazy little eco endeavor of mine. When hemp is harvested, the outer fibers of it are stripped away to make things like textiles and rope, and what's left of it is like the woody core. So this woody core, let me see if I can find a good piece to show you. This woody core is a waste product then. It can be chopped up into smaller little pieces, and this is what becomes your hemp hurd. Now, because this hemp hurd is so fibrous and has so many tiny little holes in it, it is great for moisture retention in your garden. It's very absorbent and it's surprisingly quite powerful building material as well. Now, I happen to have a bunch of this hemp shiv because I'm building my house out of hempcrete. Hempcrete is a mix of the hemp shiv, hurd, and lime and water, and it creates a natural, non-toxic building material that is highly insulative, mold-free, pest-resistant, vapor permeable, so it helps control the humidity in your home, and it's safe for people and the planet. So that's why I'm building my house out of it. But I happen to have a lot of extra bales. Now, normally in the regenerative garden, I wouldn't encourage you to buy mulch because nature provides so much of it for free in the form of leaves, or you can make your own wood chips or mulching with comfrey plants as well as grass clippings. But if you do have to buy mulch, I would recommend buying hemp hurd. And the reason for that is because it is very absorbent. It doesn't blow away, it's heavier, so it doesn't blow away like straw does. Plus, it being a little more finely chopped, it's a lot easier to mulch your pots with it. This pot behind me that's growing some aca is mulched with the hemp shiv, and it just creates a better mulch for pots, I find, than straw that can get matted, or sometimes the straw is too big, so it doesn't quite fit in your pots that great. So if you have to buy garden mulch for your garden, I would recommend hemp shiv, just because it does absorb water a lot better, as well as it stays in place, and it's relatively dust free, and the earthworms actually love this stuff. I mean, they love straw too, but they do really love the hemp. And another reason why I think this is going to be a great mulch in the garden is because of those little air pockets that I mentioned, which is what makes it such a good insulating material for me in my house. Is also it's going to help to aerate your soil, or make sure that it's not getting, your mulch is not compacting your roots of the plant so that your plants can still breathe. And that's a win in my book, because sometimes, you do get those matted down mulches that leaves, if they're just been compressed, and they kind of suffocate those tree roots. So we don't want that happening. We want the soil to be able to breathe. We want your plant roots to be able to breathe. So this stuff, I think, is going to be great at doing that. Now, I obviously ordered my hemp in bulk, so it was quite affordable for me to buy in bulk like this. But I wanted to see, can you actually get hemp bedding or hemp shiv or hemp hurd in your local garden store? Because I do think that this might end up replacing straw in the garden. Which is one thing I forgot to mention, is because industrial hemp or the cannabis plant are normally grown with very little to no herbicides or pesticides or fungicides, you can almost be assured that it's going to be safer for you than straw, because straw sometimes can have residual herbicides that have been sprayed on it, like Grazon and Tardin and all these other crazy things. You should watch this video here if you've ever experienced contaminated straw in your garden. So with hemp, you should still verify if the seller is organically grown or low spray methods. But generally speaking, it is not a crop that is heavily sprayed or again sprayed at all, because it is such a fast growing plant. It absorbs incredible amount of CO2. This stuff here that is storing the carbon right now is going to make my house carbon neutral by the time I'm done building, because it is a plant that absorbs CO2 as it grows, and it grows so quickly. And because with the lime, when it mixed in to make hempcrete, the lime sucks carbon from the air. But we have a whole series of videos on hempcrete and building our house if you're interested in that kind of thing as well. So back to, are you able to buy this in the stores? Yes, you are. Of course, it is a little bit more money than what I paid for in bulk, but this is what it looks like here. I went and bought this from the store so that I could compare and see, just in case I end up running out. Like, we're still building the house, so I don't know if I'm gonna have enough bales, because I'm not wanting to use the ones that did get a little wet, because some of them are starting to decompose and smell a little musty. So I went to go see if I could possibly buy this in case I need to build my house out of this mulch. It's called Hemp Barn Bedding. This was from Buckerfields if you live in BC. It was about $24, so it's not incredibly cheap. But again, if you have to buy mulch, then this would be what you could buy. There's also another brand called Hempworks Canada that sells the bedding, the garden mulch, and garden mats. So like, think of your grow mats and your seed starting, and even like weed suppressant to get rid of all that gross polyester, like weed barrier stuff that is just putting microplastics into your soil. Like, definitely hemp way better than any of those other options. Now, I live on Vancouver Island, so straw bales are very expensive for us. They're still like, it's like $17 a bale for straw. This $24 a bale. I mean, they both have their purposes in the garden if you need to buy for bedding or for mulching. Now, the straw does make me a little nervous because it is sprayed a lot more heavily than hemp is. So possibly worth the investment. Up to you though. Nature's mulches are still usually the best, but if you have to buy, try out hemp. Why not try out hemp? Now, that bale might look a little bit small compared to a straw bale, but when you think about the claims that this absorbs 400% its weight in water, I think that might be true. This bale here is pretty much completely soaked, and I cannot carry it. Like, it is incredibly heavy. I had to use a dolly to actually even bring it over into the garden here so that I could spread it around my strawberries. It is heavy. Now, as Canada has leaned up on cannabis hemp, industrial hemp production, as well as other states in the United States, I think you're going to see more hemp products start to hit the retail market and the gardening market a lot more because of these regulations that have loosened up. And hemp used to be, in the early 19th century, hemp was a powerhouse. It was grown everywhere, and it was used in sails and rope and just tons of uses. People were even building hempcrete homes back then as well. And of course, some rich dudes in the US decided that they needed to ban this. It was like some Marijuana Protection Act of, 1937 or something. I'll put it on the screen because I'm sure I'm wrong about that. Hemp is an amazing product, and I hope we start to see more of it. Look at all these fibers on here. Now, the hemp rope is not as common anymore as it was back then because of the Marijuana Protection Drug Act or whatever that came into play, as well as companies like DuPont creating nylon rope, nylon material, and then lobbying to help make sure that hemp was banned. So things like hemp rope are not the common things you see in the store anymore, even though they are a superior product, in my opinion. Anything that is natural and that doesn't poison us is the best. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that if you have to buy garden mulch and you see hemp shiv or hemp bedding, that you buy it and you try it out, because I really think it's going to be great for my garden this year, because I love that it absorbs a lot of water, and I like the look of it, that it's more finely chopped up than like straw. And I think it's because it's heavier, it's not going to blow away like straw or leaves do in my garden. And it's a nice color too. One thing I would say, because it does absorb water so much, make sure you put your irrigation lines under your mulch, not on top of it, because we don't want to just water our mulch all summer long. We want to make sure we're watering the soil, and then the mulch on top protects that soil, keeps it nice and moist underneath. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.